Check to see if you have any form of communications device to hand and attempt to send a distress signal using this code sheet. Third, should such a device be unavailable or damaged, begin firmly tapping out a message on the wall of the cave. Rescue crews will hear you and arrive promptly to dig you out. Oh, that's pretty optimistic. Morse reference. I'm pretty sure I will need that later when I hear some Morse codes. Be careful. What else? Poof. Beef jerky. Fuses. It says 50 ampere fuses, but the box is empty. Still, the contents can't be far away. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Ah, there's the fuse. How do I reach? How to reach it? It's the mighty broom. Hello? Okay. Fuse. Okay, let's hurry back. I sure hope this works now. Ah, very nice. Ah, there's the dog. Sounds like a radio. Boys, I'd come have a word with you myself, but I've got more important things to do than piss about making sure you're all doing your jobs properly. Now I know there's a certain amount of camaraderie between you a lot, playing pranks and jokes on each other. It comes with the territory. And that's fine, so as long as you don't add me to your list. God knows you need something to keep you entertained down here. However, you all know full well that Penrose has some very deep-seated issues with his height, so anyone who thought it would be a good idea to sabotage his generator, then hide all the spare fuses on the top shelf in the storeroom would quite clearly need his head examined. You get me? In other news, Jones, I want that inventory done yesterday. The rest of you, it's not all fun and games, you'll hear. On a serious note, another radio's gone missing, and you'd better hope to God that means one of you's lost it, because stealing ain't a pretty word in my book. It's the third one in this month, which means the amnesty on coming clean is fast coming to a close. Then there'll be repercussions, got it? What is repercussions? Never mind. What's strange is you're all supposed to be working in pairs, so nobody should be able to get their hands on a radio without the other spotting it. When I find out who's responsible, I'm gonna find out how they got away with it so long, then I'm gonna fling them out into the snow and leave them there. They'll just disappear into the night, just like all those radios. Harvard lead mind format. Com radio. Was it? Ah, it's a code. Five. 7. 3. 573. 573 8. 5738. Can I write that down now? 5738.
Good day. Good day.
Yeah, I don't have time for this.
I hope that your ears are working better than your tongue, so that you might use them to listen to my words. You have turned on the light at the end, beginning and middle of the tunnel, but some things remain shrouded in darkness. My emergency message, I hope, has helped, but what you need now is through the wall hole to the right of the fence. Oh, go now. There is no time to explain. Well, in fact, time is one of the few things we have in abundance down here. What surprises I'm spoiled by such catty curiosity.
Okay, at least that worked. Come on, my friend. Oh, I really hope this works. Guess he's not coming this way. There he is. I think I saw him. Yeah, there he is. How do I do this? Come on. Thank you. Oh. Please tell me you can smell the... Good dog. Oh, perfect. Holy crap, whoa. I'll just run to the safe thing first. Sure hope he's still trapped. What is this thing? That was a perfect trap. Oh no, don't come this way. No, 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 you didn't see me. Oh, come on. Ouch.
My memory is like something with a great many small holes. We shall be needing to perform some minor demolition work so that we might one day meet again. For this task, we shall require the use of a large, earth-eating metal monster, and that monster is thirsty for juice from the place where things are kept. By the way, you can call me Red. It's not my name, you understand, but I am sure you will agree it is a name rather similar to a cardigan. Fetching when worn correctly.
Okay, that was a reflex. Oh well. Should I really go this far? Oh, come on, I don't care. Well, I'm sorry I had to do this, but if I can't trap in those things, I think that's pretty unfair. And if they are unfair, I will also be unfair to them. So let's see. Oh! Okay, I'm not blind anymore, at least not completely. Because this is kinda the place where I saw the video. I just don't remember where I have to go first, but I think it was a tool shed. Xeno Report 66B, Phase 9, Anno 9002, Anno Domini 1992. Filed by Chief Attending Xeno Officer for the eyes of the leading installation officer only. Leader, unlike the other findings, 66B appears to be of manufactured rather than natural origin, and so warrants additional interest, and need I say security. The bulk of substance 63 was discovered only 6 yards from where the artifact 66B was buried, and appears, at least in part, to consist of a solidified form of 63 with a number of operable appendages. The artifact emits a low level of light from a seemingly inexhaustible energy supply, suggesting suggesting its origin is indeed as was suspected. Of course, the ramifications of this fact are clear, and appropriate measures are already being taken. I'll take a drink. How long is this thing? Oh, okay. Progress is becoming enlightened as to the purpose of the device, if indeed it served a purpose in the traditional sense at all, has been slow. Following protocol to the letter, I assigned my secondary officer to the artifact on phase 7, only for I'm sorry, only for him to go missing the following day. He eventually returned to the site from a previously uncharted area of the mines, presumably having discovered a new route, avoiding the cave-ins. At this stage we can only assume what transpired, since he remains in a state of disorientation. Far be it from me to question the decisions of the elevated castle, but I'm struggling to understand the necessity of this conducting standards scientific testing in this case. I, of course, have full faith in the abilities of the research team put together and sent here by my immediate superior. I simply wonder whether their time might be better employed on the main side. Nevertheless, it is comforting to know that the actions of every member of the organization are carefully choreographed and controlled by those far outranking myself, both in stature and wisdom, and with this in mind, I feel fully justified in filling an official request for further manpower. We have already lost a number of workers to unforeseen events, largely while engaging in the studies mentioned earlier, and further investigation of the area calls for volunteers to carry out the task altogether too hazardous in nature to risk the well-being of more elevated organization members. In particular, the tunnel system above the secondary site requires immediate cartography. Oh, and it's a saw. Okay. So this part of the text didn't really make me any wiser or something. Where do I go? The storage or the excavation? Well, I know there was something in the excavation, and I didn't like it. I could check the storage first. Nothing to stand on here. Oh, this is perfect. I think I can see it.
Those holes in my mind are increasingly gaping. You cannot breach the inner sanctum of the place of storing. The entryway is blocked. So what if the squashy material between my ears is squashier than most? I may not be perfect like a hanging picture, but my words are wise and backed up by time. A pox on both your brain cells. Try as I may, you must think that I deceive you with my admittingly cunning ways. As far as my eye has seen, our rocky grave extends, and yet you cast away my hope like you would a puppy freshly rolled in its own feces. I hope that your warped sense of morality is better company than I, because now it is all you have left. I'm sorry. Sometimes my emotions are like a disobedient pet. Uncontrollable and often rolling in shit. Better safe than sorry, they say. But I think we are both sorrier than we are safe. A tunnel lies between a nearby watery cave and the place where things are kept. Take the second right from the closed door, and you will find what you seek.
Actually, I didn't really listen to him, but I guess he was pointing me to the excavation, because this is the place you have to go as far as I remember. Oh well. I really don't like to go here, you know. Well, since I know what's to do, I'll just do it. So we can quickly resume to the point where I'm blind again. Oh, there's a saving point. I'll use that in a moment. The test substance continues to defy identification. Both chemical and xeno investigations fail to produce meaningful results. Testing continues. Test 102, bromine test, normal pH 5. Test 103, acid amide test negative. Test 104, ammonia NH3 negative, unreactive. Test 105, hydrochloric acid solution, negative for sulfate, sulfide and chlorate ions. Test 106, standard hallucinogenics, mild intoxicant. Test abandoned due to most test subjects suffering massive internal hemorrhaging within 1 to 2 hours. Test 107, positive negative metal concations, incomplete. Test 108, human hallucinogenics, incomplete. Testing of the gaseous fog has been considerably more successful. It appears to be a harmless blend of sulfur, chlorine and aromatic amine, which gives it the floating visual effect. Please note that harmless here is used in the xenochemic sense. It is harmless insofar as we have identified it, and so can take the necessary safety measures. If directly ingested, it would naturally be lethal. Test 159, potassium dichromate paper, positive for sulfur. Test 161, litmus test, negative for all but chlorine. Test 301, hydrochloric acid solution, positive for aromatic amine. Work continues on the issue of transporting the substance. So far, removing it from its dormant location causes its base state to radically change, producing massive heat, to the detriment of 3 workers, one of whom is no longer operational due to his injuries. Following heat dissipation, the substance appears to turn dead, unreactive to every test we have the equipment to run. The prevailing theory is that somehow the disruption of the material causes it to enter hugely accelerated chemical decay. We estimate its half-life to be approximately 1.4 seconds. Okay, before I carry on, let me take a drink. And maybe a little smoke. Oh, I had to click. Yeah, this is where the funny part starts.
Now you should find yourself in the watery cave of Conversations Past, with a tunnel above you from times ahead. In this tunnel, for both